Something in the nursing home was pretending to be my coworker. Welcome back to Creepy Crochet and Creepy Pasta. Let's get into today's scary story. My name is Savannah, 18 female. I work graveyard shifts in a skilled nursing facility where we do rehabilitation and long-term care. It's located right next to a cemetery in a small city. The facility isn't exactly the nicest and it's currently going through renovations, so everything is kind of torn apart. Residents are being moved to different rooms, sometimes even entirely different wings. Due to patient confidentiality laws here in Utah, I'll be using fake names. One of my residents, Jenny, was always in the first room next to the memory care doors. She had been moved due to renovations, along with several others, but her room specifically felt off. It was emptier than usual, and there was this strange eeriness to it. But since it was only around 6 p.m., I didn't think much of it. North Hall after sundown has always given me a weird feeling, but this night felt different. I was supposed to be working on South, but I had switched sides with my coworker because she had a bad day on North earlier that week. Around 11:45 p.m., just before the 6 to 12 nurse left for the night, I started seeing things. For reference, the building is shaped like a large square with a courtyard in the middle, so some rooms face inward toward it, and you can only access it from inside. I kept seeing things out of the corner of my eye in those windows. Still, I brushed it off because it was late. After the nurse left, I heard the North Hall doors open and footsteps coming through. I said, "Hey, Jessica," assuming it was her coming to her med cart since she was the 6 to 6 nurse. She responded, "Has your side been a shit show?" and then laughed. But her laugh sounded off. It was like her voice, but distorted. I ignored it and replied, "Yeah, but I finally got Patty to bed, so that's good at least." We talked for about 5 minutes before she said, "I can't hear you very well. Can you come here?" As I stood up, I felt a pit in my stomach, but I get nauseous sometimes, so I didn't think too much of it. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. About 30 seconds later, Jessica walked through the North Hall doors and said, "Sorry, I was helping Emily with Chris. How's it been over here?" My heart dropped, but I just continued on with my night, trying to make sense of what had just happened. Then around 3:30 a.m., I went to use the employee bathroom on the North Hall. While I was in there, I heard Jessica's voice again, this time sounding like it was right outside the door. She said, "Hey, can I get your help with Jenny?" Right as I was about to respond, a notification popped up on my phone. "Hey, I have to go get some blood from Richard, BRB." That's when I knew I wasn't imagining things. The moment I stepped back into South Hall, everything felt calmer, like I wasn't being watched anymore. And after leaving that morning, I promised myself I would never switch sides again. Oh, that is so creepy. If you have a scary story that you want to send to me, you can email it to me at lydslunacysubmissions@gmail.com. Thank you to Savannah for sending me your scary story. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of Creepy Crochet and Creepy Pasta. You can find long-form content on my YouTube, crochet patterns and plushies on my Etsy. You could even subscribe here on TikTok for extra content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!